Y'all, they say Diddy going broke. Y'all, they said Diddy is going broke. I repeat, the diddler is growing broken. Now listen, when I first heard this, I was like, listen, I 100% believe this because it explains why the brothers Grimm, right? The three blind mice, the baby oil bandits are up here on Halloween dressed in mass, literally circling Ray J like a bunch of junkyard dogs jumping on people and getting mad that everybody is going on their dad because they're starting to feel it. Here's the thing. It seems like Diddy paid for a lot of his respect. And now that the people that know his money is in the wind, they can't get that same respect. But baby, I put my nose to the ground. I put my ear to the ground. I want to see, how good does it get? How broke is broke? Yes, we are delighting in this because, baby, Diddy, according to the feds, and I do believe the feds and Cassie and everybody in Little Rod, use this money to bribe, coerce, smex traffic, use violence, blow up cars, get people beat up, threaten editors with death. You use your money to do all this, baby. We love to see it. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. All Diddy cared about was his money. That's how he got his power and that's how he got his respect. But I put my ears in the street and I got a little information about how broke is. A little birdie told me, and by little birdie, I mean my investigative skills. Alyssa will talk about that in a second, but you know that house in LA, the one everybody was like, wait a second. If that judge and wherever with the inmate froze all Diddy's asses and said he couldn't sell any houses, then how is Diddy have his law home for sale? How does Diddy have his law home for sale? Look at this. The streets are saying that much like Diddy's billionaire status, it was all a dream because it looks like Diddy does not own his law house. Now, I know what you're saying. Yeah, we know. It's in Chance's name. But apparently the streets are saying Diddy does not even own. The deed is in Chance's name. But the house and the mortgage, they're saying Diddy does not own that house. They're saying that that house is in somebody else's name. That house wasn't his. It was never his. And they're saying that Diddy owes money or is involved in some very bad things with some very bad people. Y'all, let's get into this because you know what? I gotta laugh. You've spent a lifetime literally passing people's children, brothers, sisters, mother, uncle, cousin, whatever you want to say, around like party favors, putting things in sodas, alleged, well, that's alleged in the court documents, putting things in people's drinks, taking a hand to people if they won't take a knee. And now everything you lie, you scheme, depending on who you talk to, you bang for, you ain't got nothing left, baby. We love to see it. This explains why his sons are acting a fool because they're not entitled rich kids anymore. And the thing is, that makes it so sad before I get into this. You know, the fantasy Diddy soul was a beautiful one. Beautiful, loving, caring, black family, black excellence, you know, coming through from the hood, rolling up, taking your friend's limit. The sky's the limit. Know that you can have what you want. Be what you want. It was a beautiful dream. And I think that's why so many people are disappointed in what Diddy did and said. Because it's like, we feel lied to. And the fact that we now see that the emperor has no clothes and the brothers Grimm, the baby oil bandits, the three blind mice, Quincy, who is it? Quincy, Christian, and Justin are now feeling the effects. And the thing is, at the end of the day, your father's sins are not yours to carry. But if y'all keep jumping in here to carry your daddy's burdens, the Lord going to give you what you're looking for. Keep on finding. Listen, see if you're going to find what you're looking for. Go ahead. Push your luck again. They're not your burden to carry, but they are intent on carrying that burden. Now, some people know that Christian is facing great charges. I'm sorry. The more I see Christian on Instagram Live, I don't know that boy's frontal lobe is fully closed and developed, right? Justin, he's already up and down. Did he, businesses. And now that we see what's going on with Quincy, well, baby, we see what's going on with Quincy. Anyway, let me, get into this about Diddy, right? And the way he is losing everything. Now listen, they said Sean Diddy Cole's billionaire status is wiped out. Her rapper has lost $600 million amid traffic scandal. Now let me just say this to quote the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. If you can lose $600 million in a matter of months, was it ever really real? See, here's the thing that we figured out with Diddy. Diddy is nothing but the biggest paid influencer in the world. He never owned Sherrock, he never owned Diego. He never even really owned, and when I say own, had controlling interest of Revolt. Everything was, and again, don't get me wrong, Diddy wasn't broke and he was moving and shaking, but he was living paycheck to paycheck in a very high-level way. Right now, we knew how much Diddy was worth when he only had $50 million in liquid assets to offer the judge for his bail. $50 million. This man's supposed to be a billionaire. You only have $50 million, and that's after you basically took money out of your house. Okay. Anyway, right? And that's why it was only $50 million. You took money out of the Star Island house, but not out of the California one, because people are saying that Diddy never owned that California house. It's not in his name. Yes, chance could be on the deed, but it's not in his name. We will wait until the court comes out to see if there's any truth to this. But keep it in mind, right? Again, how's everybody reaching billionaire status? Because you sell a company, and don't get me wrong, we talk about big money. Who wouldn't want to have 100, 200, 300, 400 million? This is big money. However, when it comes to billionaire status, a lot of the billionaire status was in stock options. When you get stuff in stock options, when you get things in stock options, it's important to know you're not allowed to sell that stock. If I give you $500 million in stock options and you go and sell the stock the next day, that could destroy, right? That could be destroy the company, so you have to hold it for a certain time, and they literally make sure that you can only sell a predetermined amount each year. Anyway, his wealth wasn't real. You can't lose $600 million doing nothing at all. And like Fredio said, he said, baby, if he was going to pay people off, you got it. You only got $50 million to your name, and you're trying to give it to the judge. All the money you lost, you could have paid everybody off. But Diddy's cheap, and he's arrogant. And thank God his arrogance got the best of him. But let's get into this. They said Diddy is seeing his wealth go down the pan along with this reputation, with Forbes reporting he had $600 million, knocked off the value of his riches. Forbes needs to stop. They literally tell people's value, estimated value, but they always were somebody, a billionaire, and then the next year they ain't got $2 in the pocket. Forbes, shut up. After that Kylie Jenner fiasco, we ain't never gonna have faith in you. They said just 7 years ago, he was the top earner on the Forbes list of the highest paid celebrities and once ranked as a billionaire. He was next to the Kylie Jenner billionaires. The magazine said the artist formerly known as Diddy brought in $130 million June 1st, 2016 to June 1st, 2017. I was going to say, whose soul did he sell to get that money? But baby, he was making party mixers, turning people into party favors. How did you make all that money? Forbes said Diddy's Bad Boy Family Reunion Tour, a stake in Ciroc Vodka, and $70 million sale of 1/3 of his Sean John clothing line all contributed to his earnings. I will say this once, and I'll say this again. Was Sydney money laundering through Sean John? Because hear me out. Who was wearing Sean John in 2017? I was overseas. I didn't see anybody rocking Sean John. In America. I didn't see anybody rocking Sean John too. Was Sean John the biggest money laundry operation? Have known the man? Again, I joke, but could you let me know in the comments? In 2017, was anybody wearing Sean John? Number 2 on the list was Beyoncé, with $105 million in earnings, and J.K. Rowling, $95 million. They're also saying Drake and Cristiano Ronaldo were in the top 5. The previous top year earner was Taylor Swift. She bought in $44 million down from $170 million. Maybe everybody's having hard times. According to Business Insider, the record label netted him. I'm sorry, the record label. That boy gave him over $130 million every year when it was at its peak. Following 5 studio albums, 2 collaborative albums, 1 remix album, and 72 singles. Y'all. Black Rob died in poverty. Craig Mack died. Abstract something. So many bad boy artists didn't have money to eat, died in poverty, didn't have money to go away. But all of a sudden Diddy is making $130 million a year. That's great. No, like, no other. And his 3 goofy sons are out there trying to challenge Ray J so much, so that Chris Brown had to go and jump in and save the Combs Baby Oil Bandits, the Baby Oil Bandit trio, from actually being, from getting embarrassed. So funny. Hazel Lee was telling the story. Hazel Lee said she grabbed Quincy and dragged him away. And Chris Brown grabbed Christian and Quincy, both of them, and pulled them back. That's how you know you don't got any emotion. I will say also, I think this is a dangerous precedent. As a blogger that does nothing but talk trash all day for Diddy, the federal government needs to make sure that these minister societies stay off the street. Your dad is in jail for smex trafficking. He's in jail for tampering and obstruction of justice. You guys, what y'all gonna fight the world? Please, anyway, y'all need to worry about getting that money up and make it, and relaunching that reality TV show, and getting your Snap dollars up, and stop worrying about what the F Ray J talking about. Because what are you gonna do, fight the world? Maybe the feds got more than Ray J in their pocket anyway. They said his alcohol business made him over 90 million last year, with his Ciroc partnership with Diego alongside Revolt and a Leon Tequila. In November 2022, he announced a $185 million deal to purchase various cannabis retail stores, which would have made him the chairman of CAO. However, the deal was canceled after the allegations of him started to build. Again, you gotta look at Diddy's arrogance. Why didn't you just pay the money?
Why?
Now, Diddy's staggering net worth has seen a huge change amidst multiple dire allegations alleged to the music mogul. They said the net worth for Diddy, who is currently in federal custody awaiting trial, has dropped drastically. However, the publication also noted that it has been dropping massively over the last 5 years, even before his arrest. Is that why he actually did the Love album?
No.
Like literally. They said Diddy was a billionaire at one time. However, that status has diminished away after years of accusations against Diddy. The 55-year-old rapper's net worth had dropped by more than half of what he once owned. Again, how did it drop by half if it was real? What did he buy? What did he purchase? Again, this is all fake. According to that breakdown of his net worth, it was down to $400 million. In 2019, he had an estimated worth of $740 million. Among his decreasing net worth were things that had nothing to do with the allegations. The hip-hop icon faces allegations of sexual.
Anyway, right?
Diddy said he didn't do it. He's broke. His sons are feeling the pressure. They need to stop worrying as much as they want to be the baby oil bandits. Maybe they can get a job bouncing at a New York nightclub. Or maybe they can get a job being blank workers like the one their daddy liked to hire. Or maybe they can get a job being a tester for Diddy's new cocktail, mocktail, knock you out, drink of the moms. I don't know. The sky's the limit. Keep on pushing, baby oil bandits. You can have what you want, be what you want, have what you want. Shout out to Diddy and his toothless wonders. The bark is bigger than their bike. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.